Hi, this is Arya. I'm a pre-final year CS undergrad at Indian Institute of Information Technology, MG, and this is my submission for Xano AI-powered backend challenge. So I have a Xano instance running on Xano. This is a paid instance, which actually allows you to do unlimited API requests. So in this instance, I have a workspace created already. So I created this workspace called LMS, which stands for Learning Management System. And it has all sorts of APIs created by me and database created by me. Also, I have a front end running. This front end is written in Next.js, which is vulnerability free, of course. So it's 16.0.1, I guess. Yeah. So the front end is deployed on Cursor, and as usual, Xano provides us with all the API docs in their Swagger API. Also, I've used Mux since it's a LMS. I'll just explain about it a bit later. So Mux is used for uploading data and retrieving of video data. All the code is available on my GitHub, so feel free to check it out. I also have posted the screenshots. Yeah, so enough of talk. Also, just to remind, we only leave two variables as the environment variables, which is the Google Generative AI and Xano API URL if you have created your own Xano. And you obviously need a Gemini API if at all you need to use the Gemini feature. Okay, all right. So let's actually go to the project and then see it. The project is deployed. So yeah, this is the application called Simply Learn. So it's a it's a very interesting application. It allows you to create and upload videos and to share it with anyone who's around the network. Uh, yeah, so the endpoints are provided by Xano. Let's quickly discuss how the database looks like. Yeah, so the user's database is by default created by Xano. I've just improved it a bit. We have the ID, as usual, created ID, email, password, and all those fields. The main important thing that I would like to bring to your notice is that I've created a role attribute. What this role decides is that if you are a teacher or a student, so if you are a teacher, you cannot upload, if you are a student, you cannot upload videos. You can only consume them. And if you are a teacher, you can upload videos as well as you can consume them. So that is the logic there. User progress refers to how much either the teacher or the student has seen a particular course. So the bifurcation, if I am sure, the bifurcation is that, let's see, uh, teacher can do everything, but student is limited. So student has their own space and teacher can do everything which a student can. So yeah, also there's a concept of tiers that I've introduced. It can be a free tier course, it can be a paid tier course, and so on. Also, we have course. Each course has some modules, and each module has some lessons. And these lessons are uploaded to Mux, and you will later consume this Mux as a user. So yeah, that is how this application is working. Yeah. So let's quickly see this. Yeah, you have modules, you have courses, you have lessons, you have categories. Just to simplify the data retrieval, I have added module count and lesson count as well. so as to you do not have to go to the database and query this long thing every time. You can just store it as lesson count or module count also in the database. Helps a bit. This is the Swagger API, obviously. The UI was created majorly by me, but it was enhanced by V0. So yeah, AI features are being used. Uh, the capabilities are good. It could properly use all the Shanxian components. Yeah, it had added a lot of components, most of which are not needed. But yeah, I think I can go with that. We have theme provider, which is actually not needed. Yeah, we have authentication and we have the Gemini API routes. We are following the app router and not using the SRC directory pattern. All the yeah, all the analytics are stored in Versal, obviously. So yeah, let's see once. Also, all the API scripts are created via something called XanoScript. Now, I've created all the XanoScript files called as .xs files. These files are used to create the API routes. If I go to my API, I've created a collection called all endpoints. These are all the endpoints that are being used currently to interact with the database. So I think you can see anyone. So yeah, you can see the canvas. It gives you a nice UI of how the API flows. What are the inputs? What is the operation performed at the backend? And what is the output? You have a stack. Stack refers to what is the function stack present, what are the inputs, and what are the outputs. And the most reliable thing is the CanoScript, obviously. Also, I have configured the environment variables as well as the cores here in the dashboard itself. So yeah, my HTTP localhost cannot access this. So yeah, there are 20 endpoints which I have created for authentication, for courses retrieval, for lessons creation, for video approval, uploads, and retrieval, for search, for teacher courses getting. Yeah, the the logic assistant provided by Xano is also great. It helped me largely while connecting how to do an external API call and all that stuff because uh, we come from a language to another language, the switch is actually difficult. Similarly, for creating the database, how to map the foreign keys, you can obviously use the database assistant for that. Add use the database assistant for mapping the foreign keys from one to another. Yeah. Coming to the real demo, I can create an account. For this particular demo purpose, I'll be using these accounts. I'll create this account. So for teacher, I can go uh, and for the password, I can just use this. Yeah, you can say the teacher account is created. Let's just quickly see the backend database. Yeah, the entry has been done. We are on free tier. What I can do now is I can probably do anything. I can go to settings, change my profile picture, maybe. I usually like to do this. Just save it and go back. So I can learn as well myself, or I may teach. Also, I can just upgrade to some ultra plan, which is a further extension. For now, I have created a basic API for that to just update the user variable. So yeah, this would update the user variable. And yeah, if you are on the ultra plan, you can use the AI tutor, which can save probably anything. Pardon. Okay, creates bunch of something. Yeah, you can read all through that. The main thing is about creating a course. Now, I can give any title to this course, first course, then maybe I can write first course description. For the cover image, maybe I can use this cover image. The feed here. So the course is created. Let me show you the backend as well. In every course, like I said, we have to create modules. I can create a module first, and then I can write some description. So yeah, module first description is created. We are hitting the features module endpoint created by Xano. It's a post request, basic REST, and now we can create a lesson. Anything. First, first lesson, first lesson description, and now here the tricky part comes of uploading a video. I have a sample video of mine. This is uploaded to Mux, and the whole backend is being done by Xano. I think there's some error. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try only the video upload part. Okay, so it seems like sometimes it might return error. It's a very rare case, but yeah, obviously it's working. We might need to dissect a bit more. Obviously, we can do that just in a sec. And we can have a lesson content as a HTML markdown. I have a sample markdown ready. Then I can create a lesson. The lesson is created. This shows no video. Let's check why is that. This is my Mux account. We are going to the assets. So yeah, the video is present, but it wasn't reflected here. There could be a problem with the get asset thing. It wasn't able to get the data duration. Yeah. Anyways, that's a minute thing that could be fixed by adding a timeout maybe. So yeah, moving forward, we have created a second module, and the second module has a video. We can go to preview course. Preview course has first module as well as the second module. I can go to my second module. This would render the HTML. This would tell me uh, if it's completed or not. This would give me the video back. This is a streamed video, so you can see it's coming chunk by chunk, as you can see from the right as well. It's a very full-fledged video, and yeah, you can do anything with it. So yeah, you can go back, and yeah, the courses contain your course, two modules, two lessons. So that's it. That is how it is ideally working, and it should work. Uh, we can also just try out with creating normal users. So let's see. So this is a student. I can just give it a name real quick. Password. Account is created. Yeah, you cannot teach. You have a different icon. Obviously, you can just go through the free courses and go to second module. Yeah, so that is how this works. And maybe just I can mark this as complete. Yeah, so that is how the whole application is working. And the whole heavy lifting is done by Xano in the backend, and Mux is used to stream the data, the video data. Overall, there are few problems which I have personally faced. I would like to mention them. Uh, like if you are creating something which requires, uh, let's just see, uh, nothing like, okay, so I may have removed this. So the basic problem is that if we are creating something if we are creating something which is an object, so suppose we are creating some object in the XanoScript, then the type interference of the object, type interference, if I'm able to write it. I mean, you can obviously get what I'm trying to say. The type interference of the object does not work like how it works in TypeScript. So that is something which I didn't think of. Also, there's an auto formatter, I guess. Auto formatter in XanoScript. Auto formatter is proposing lots of issues because if I type something like user.role equal to equal to maybe teacher, then it auto formats this into user dot role. I don't know if it's a XenoScript error or just for me it's doing that, but yeah, these were the two issues that I have found there. Rest the app is deployed, and yeah, anyone can go through this, anyone can see this. So yeah, I think that was it for the demo, and I hope you guys will use Xeno. Obviously, it's great. The AI assistant is great. Uh, how is my user schema related to others? It gives you a quick answer which you might need. User progress. Obviously, user progress has a variable which is a foreign key to users, so on and so forth. You can obviously check for any logic. Check the logic. Meanwhile, let's close this. So yeah, it gives you what is what is present and what can be added more. Yeah, overall, I think if you are bootstrapping a project, it's pretty good, and then we can build upon this. Yeah. You get all the API requests count, all the data count, and need to refresh obviously. And this is my marks. So yeah, it perfectly works fine. And yeah, I think that would be it. You can check more on Xano.com. Thank you.